A ceasefire between Israel and the militant group Hamas has brought an end to 11 days of fighting. The violence has claimed the lives of more than 230 Palestinians and 12 Israelis. The deal announced late on Thursday was brokered by Egypt and agreed to by the Israeli Security Cabinet and the Palestinian militant groups. It has been described as mutual and unconditional. So far, it seems to be holding on both sides. Cairo will send security delegations to Israel and the Palestinian territories to help uphold this ceasefire. President Biden has welcomed the cessation of hostilities, which he said presented an opportunity now for progress in the Middle East. Courtney Bembridge has this report.
There were celebrations on the streets of Gaza City after the ceasefire came into effect in the early hours of the morning. It brings to an end 11 days of bombardment, in which more than 240 people have died, mostly in Gaza. Hamas is the militant group that rules there, and this was its reaction to the truce.
I say that today this battle stops, but Netanyahu and the whole world should know that our hands are on the trigger, and we will continue to ramp up the capabilities of this resistance. And we will tell Netanyahu and his army, if you come back, we will come back.
The office of the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said the ceasefire was mutual and unconditional, but some Israelis in Tel Aviv were doubtful about how long it will last.
The ceasefire is good for humanitarian reasons, to let civilians relax a little bit on both sides. I'm skeptical, though, that it will really be kept for a while. I don't think Israel has achieved much. I mean, there are no agreements about the future, nothing.
This ceasefire won't last 8 hours. They will start shooting gas rockets again.
The US President Joe Biden welcomed the ceasefire, which was brokered by Egypt.
We've held intensive high-level discussions, hour by hour, literally. Egypt, the Palestinian Authority, and other Middle Eastern countries, with the aim of avoiding the sort of prolonged conflict we've seen in previous years when the hostilities have broken out.
Cairo is sending 2 delegations to monitor the situation as the world's attention now turns to maintaining peace. This was the message from the United Nations.
I stress that Israeli and Palestinian leaders have a responsibility beyond the restoration of calm to start a serious dialogue to address the root causes of the conflict.
The latest conflict is the 4th big war between Israel and Hamas since 2008. And many fear it won't be the last.
The reality at this point is the gaps between the Israelis and the Palestinians on this conflict and how to resolve it are extremely wide, both substantively, psychologically, and I would say politically.
For now, though, both sides are claiming a victory. Courtney Bembridge, BBC News.